Alright, so I think what we're looking at here is we are going to head over in this general... general direction? Hold on. Yes, this general direction, where there are theoretically 3 of these monoliths. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to prioritize the monoliths or if we're going to prioritize the Ket base over here, because it seems like, why does the controller keep on trying to move over to the left? But, they're all in the same general area, and I'm suspecting that those are all going to be pretty big things for us to do, and so we may just separate them out a little bit, but they're in the same general area. We'll see what is the most efficient way to get there. So we could go around this way, perhaps. Memory trigger, medical cache. There is another forward station there, which... I don't know, we might get distracted with other things if we go this route, is the potential downside, because we don't know. There might be other things here as well. Whereas this might be more of a straight shot, so maybe we go this way. Maybe we go this way, which is more the southern route. Okay, so let's just call the Nomad, because I think we parked it by the other entrance. Okay. So... what did we actually mark? Did I mark the Ket base? Yeah, okay. I mean, if we head toward that objective, we should be fine. We theoretically might run into one of those monoliths before we get to that base, but I'm guessing it shouldn't be big enough that that will be pretty clear if that does happen. No, other one. I didn't want that. Did want that mode. Okay, so yeah, I mean, originally when we came back, or at least for this trip to Voeld, we were thinking that the monoliths would be our top priority, because I guess on prior occasions as well. Oh, is this our rock that we've been looking for? I don't know, that might just be it. Little divot on the side of the mountain. I'm not sure this is anything. I'm pretty sure this is precisely nothing. Okay, but yeah, we wanted to go to the monoliths because we suspected that, like Eos, that might help reduce the hazard on Voeld. At least, you know, it might take a little bit of time before it does so, but all the more reason for us to try to do that early, so that does have time to kick in, so that traversal becomes easier, because we have done a lot of that exploration now. Probably should open back up the map here. Okay. So... haven't run into anything yet that we should be keeping an eye out for, but there of course may be other things that interest us, perhaps including the things directly in front of us right now. Like, what the heck is this bridge? This is almost certainly a bad idea.
Look! Ket!
Where there's Ket, there's trouble. We have to deal with this.
Hey, friends. Okay, this is a bad place to be standing, though. There is precisely 0 cover. And also just managed to set just outside the range of Korra's boost there. Yeah, this is like 0 cover. So our abilities continue to go off cooldown. Can we run this guy over? Does that work? I don't know if we've ever really tried this before. I am curious to see if he's actually taking damage now. Well, that's a big hit. Okay, the Nomad might be about to blow up. We've also never really, that's probably the primary reason why we haven't tried running people over, because we haven't really tested to see what the limits are in terms of how much damage. Well, that was supposed to set off an explosion, and then it didn't, and I'm very disappointed. This is not a good place to be standing either. Don't mind us. We'll be fine. We don't need to use one of those packs. We'll be fine. No, we don't get shields back when we're on cloak. But look, now we're fine. Korra's gonna do that. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I would have liked to have cloak back, though. I would have liked to have cloak back, as he has taken pretty much the only cover in this entire area. Hey, pal.
Clean shot.
Is that the last of them? Usually we get a little burst of experience when that is the case, but I don't think I saw that happen, which does make me wonder, what is this?
They were carrying explosives, and this looks like some kind of cat detonator? What were they doing?
I mean, obviously they were trying to blow up this bridge.
Investigate.
Find the bombs. Okay. They are all over the place. Is that what this is? Yes. Okay, I feel like this is not going to be this straightforward.
Steady hands.
Feel like we're going to find they're attacking us when we try to deactivate some of these, or maybe it's just the enemies that we already fought and that's it, so we're fine now?
Easy.
Maybe? Okay, there's still one more in this direction. It'd be a lot easier to do this if we were traversing in the Nomad and didn't have to worry about running out of life support, I suppose. But also, where is this last one? What the heck? Also, yeah, the Nomad is on the other side of the bridge. We can't afford to do this, otherwise we are going to die. So, we don't really have a choice in the matter. It's gonna have to be with the assistance of the Nomad, or if there is a place where we can get some of our life support back on this bridge, that would be lovely. Like our flaming Nomad. We at least have a little bit of time to loot, right? Sniper clips. Alright, crafting materials, okay. So yeah, we really have not tested the limits at all with the Nomad taking damage. So I don't know. Does it heal over time? Or is it gonna constantly be on 1 HP and next thing we do, it's gonna blow up? Because I kind of feel like it's the latter. Also, I did not really see the explosives anymore on the bridge, which made me think that it might be below the bridge, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Hold on. It does not seem like the Nomad is getting any better here. There's one right here. Oh, wait. Just hidden on the supports. That is devious. That is devious. They're also telling me I need to scan things.
Those cat definitely planned to destroy the bridge.
There could be more explosives, Pathfinder. Might I suggest finding and disarming them all?
Oh, no, I was thinking we just leave one. Now that gives us a better sense of where this one over here probably is. Yeah, so, there's probably more cat. Is it below the bridge? Or is it on one of these supports? Can't really do much. It seems like it's pointing us down below. Sort of. Can't really get out on foot all that much because we are about to die from losing life support. Okay, we're not about to die, but it's close. At this while we're at it.
I think
That's
all.
enough to level.
That should make things much safer for the Angara.
Almost there. Don't even know what that achievement is for, but I mean, we'll take it. Might want to save since the Nomad is seemingly about to explode, which is probably something we would rather not have happen. For us, are we in the combat tree? Who needs the combat tree? Okay. So, let's see. Higher level stuff. Tech effect duration. Oh, I think we were going back and forth between these. The radius, yes, helps Flamer, which is nice. On the other hand, the duration on Flamer, that's not a huge deal, but extra duration on Cloak could be really useful. So that does tempt me quite a bit. Although radius, I think, in general is harder to come by. There are probably very few ways to scale this, whereas there are probably theoretically more ways to do this. It's just that there's... it would be really interesting. It would open up a lot of options if we had a 20-second tactical cloak, which, you know, maybe that's it. It's probably an exaggeration, but perhaps not that much of an exaggeration. If we truly invested everything we could in duration, might be able to get close to that, and then suddenly it's a lot of cool things you could do where you could just run a very, very long time and a very long distance without anyone being able to catch you. And yes, we are going to break cloak once we eventually attack. True. So there's still some limit to how useful long duration cloak is, but with some objectives, sometimes, you know, enemies are fighting us when we have to disable a device or something like that. Having the extra duration can be helpful in case we're not right on top of the device when we activate cloak. So that's a tough one. Alternatively, damage resistance during revive and after revive versus reduces shield regeneration delay and improves shield regeneration rate for the user and squad mates, increases health recovery rate for tech constructs. So shield delay reduction is really nice. So that means you're waiting longer before your shield starts to recharge, and that's when you're most vulnerable, obviously, when your shields have not yet come back on. But the tech construct health doesn't really mean much to me, because although we've spent a bunch of points in tech, haven't really done that at all and aren't really intending on scaling that at all, or using much of the way of constructs going forward. Team regeneration and our own regeneration itself, it's not a huge deal. Again, it's the delay that's the biggest deal. This... I mean, I could see the use case for, since we have Cloak, go in, revive, teammate. I mean, for the most part, we should be pretty safe when we're doing the revive itself, assuming that our Cloak is, again, lasting long enough. But then the Cloak probably expires pretty soon after we're done with the revive, in which case we are a little bit vulnerable there, since our teammates probably died somewhere right in the middle of the firefight. So having good damage reduction for 5 seconds afterward, there is still something to be said for that. But it feels like... yeah. I guess the tech duration was in the other tree anyway, the other list. I was gonna say, that's in some ways sort of another way to achieve similar results here. And Cloak is probably an ability we might just keep it active for the entire remainder of the game. But... yeah. This is also a little bit tough. Or this is more generally applicable, or is this is when things go wrong? I think we do this. I think we do that. Then Cora now has 3, which I don't think is going to make a huge difference. I'm like, yes, we could put some points in Nova. Maybe we should, just so she has another ability there, but... as for PB, I just might not even want pull at all. So, okay, we'll invest some points in for Cora, I guess, on the Nova, because we can get 1 and 2 here. PB, I may just never want her to use pull, so I may quite literally never invest points in that, because I do not trust her to use that in a way that is going to help us. Okay, there is a mining zone here, but technically we'd like to be going in the opposite direction. What are these things, though? That's memory trigger, that's... oh! Yeah, we've not found a settling site yet. So that actually is, I mean, ultimately, in many ways, one of the goals... I mean, those are 2 related, but separate goals, I suppose, activating the monoliths to reduce the hazard in the area and presumably giving us a whole lot more viability on Voeld and getting an actual outpost. This is very well hidden. Wow. Okay. That is tempting, and there's a chance we could even start an outpost even now when our viability is still relatively low, but I think we still prioritize this. Well, the other problem is just that as we've stated several times now, our vehicle is going to spontaneously combust any moment now, really. Do we have any way to repair the Nomad manually? I don't know. I am not sure. Also, I guess we just ride the ice river down? He says as he doesn't really ride the ice river. But my concern is basically as soon as a ket pops up of any variety and possibly shoots us as much as once, we may just die instantly. Could be a bit of a problem. Like, what is this? Because I don't know. Also, I forget how much... Oh, we are also really low on our life support as well. What is that? Looks like a dead dude with a beacon. I don't know what's making this. Feels like a booby trap. But we are supposed to scan some dead people.
The deceased Angara is holding a data device.
His
What is
family
that?
may want whatever's on it.
Which one is he? Cat. You're a cat. You're... Ah, there we go. Okay, for the fallen. Majanays honored the resistance. We fought beside each other through more battles than I can remember. I never saw my comrades' courage or determination waver. To those that find this message, know that Majanays remained a champion of the resistance to the end. Half the Ket bodies you find at this site were delivered to oblivion by my friend's heroism. It should be my body lying here. I let the Ket get behind me. Macha protected me from my mistake and took the blows meant for me. There's no time to honor that sacrifice. The Ket that slaughtered our people at Dar Helast are on the run, and we can't let them escape. Macha would want them to pay for what they did. Okay, that... So, obviously, one of the Angara died here, and there are some other Angara that are from another area that we've not heard about. Doesn't seem. But I, again, can't really linger here, because our life support is dwindling. That's one of the monoliths. I mean, that probably has to be the place we're going to next. Is it that? Oh, I've got the sparks flying up as well. I mean, I don't know if we can technically take any sort of fall damage. I didn't think we did, because we kind of tested that, or pushed the limits of that a little bit, but if all it takes is a tiny little sliver of damage to make us blow up right now, then obviously that's not good. Am I going in the right direction? I went past it. It's there. How do we get... that's very disorienting. How do we get up here? Oh no, all-wheel drive mode. Hold on. That should help a little bit further. Okay, but how do we get up from here? Oh, okay, that's, thought that was more of a platform, not a ridge. One moment, please. One moment, please. Okay, how do we get up? What angle? I mean, I saw that there perhaps was more stuff over there, but there definitely was, I would suspect, some Ket presence as well, which probably does not work well for us at the moment. So we kind of need to find a combat-free way up here. Come on! Come on! You can do it! Is it way the heck up there? Because if so, then that is still quite the climb. I assume that's it. Looks like it. Is that kind of a way up? Oh. Oh. Okay, hold on. Apparently, this is not fully connected. We fit through this? We are going to try. Everything is fine. Okay. Still not entirely sure what to make of this. Not sure we can actually make it up here. Which does lead to a bunch of other questions. This doesn't seem that steep. But once we start getting up here, though, then understandably, it's really the boost that's getting us here. But this may not get us much further. Here, but inch forward. What? Leaving the mission area? What? Oh, wait, what? 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 Okay. Oops. I guess we just went right past it? My bad? It's this. I guess that makes sense. Or at least it looks like it's this. Why? Oh, goodness gracious. Why are we zoomed in over there? Okay. I just want something that's going to heal the Nomad and or give us life support back. So I'm hoping there are not remnant people right outside. Whoa. Okay, I'm hoping that we are supposed to enter this way, because otherwise that's going to make this difficult. That's a big monstery dude. How do we actually get in? Because we did, of course, just drop down here. Which is potentially unfortunate. I just don't really... Okay, well, first of all, we're a little bit stuck here, but I just don't really know where the exact point of entry is. So I don't know what angle of approach we should be taking. What angle of approach we should be taking. Now we're at least looking at the right thing. But this does not feel right. I mean, it's kind of what I was getting at when I said it's probably not a good thing that we drop down, is it is, of course, much easier to go down than it is to go up. I might need to retrace our steps a little bit here, unfortunately. Safe conditions. I like that. I don't like that we are, stuck. I mean, life support is up. In this area, it is safe, so... we can go on foot? Question mark? Who needs the Nomad anyway, right? Okay. I think we found the spot. It's probably going to take us up here at some point anyway, right? Hopefully those are the only glyphs we need, because otherwise, well... Okay, so that was the direction we were supposed to enter from, theoretically. Also that might have one. Probably does have one. While we're up here, let's make the most of this opportunity. What was it? It's over there. I think we just... I think That's not too difficult to go all platformy. I know. I'm just trying to get up here. Oh dear. Okay, that
should do it.
should do it, apparently. Even though we technically haven't started the procedure to do the Sudoku here. Are there even any enemies around? I mean, obviously, if we mess up the Sudoku, there will be, but when I hear beasts of some variety. Oh, come on. Just trying to scan this thing directly in front of us. That we've seen many times before. Really feels like this is the kind of situation where you walk in through the main gate and it's all like, oh, look at the elaborate remnant stuff. Also, now big waves of enemies are going to spawn. Just kind of expecting for that to happen once we start doing that, but maybe it really only happens if you... There is an enemy up there, though. Maybe it really does only happen if you mess up the Sudoku. Anything else to loot or mine? It does feel like it's kind of giving us combat music right now. You know, I think we're ready. Well, I guess we are ready, and the question remains, is this basically going to be the equivalent of the other monoliths? Ooh, this looks... Oh, this is different. Okay, so I assume that means that we can't have any repeats in these different shaped structures. Like, decrypt the remnant code by assigning glyphs to the grid. No row, column, or highlighted shape can include the repeats of the same glyph. So this is new. But yeah, question as to whether this is a spot that is going to be functionally the same as the other monoliths that we've been to already, or if because there are 3 in this world, if they're going to be different. Okay, so this one's going to take a little more focus. Can't do that. Can do that. I think we... Oh, no, we can't. It's this. Means you're going to have to be... Can't be that. You have to be this, aren't you? Means this needs to be the Y. You have one of each. That works. This has to be the Y. No, that doesn't work. So now you have 2. How do we fix that? That means you need to be... No, but you can't... Wait. No row, column, or highlighted shape. Do we have another shape here? Yeah, this one is legitimately significantly more difficult. Also, I'm not exactly someone who has ever once done a Sudoku willingly. Maybe I had a homework assignment for one once upon a time, but, so it's not exactly like I'm an expert here. And this whole new shape thing is completely new to me. Oh, I know what we do. That needs to change to something else. We do that, then we can make this into... What's the thing we have remaining in this section is... No, but it can't be you. So this has to be this. We need to change you. You'll be the Y. Means you'll be that. I think that's how we need to do it. Obviously, that means we need to change you. So now you need... What? This. Which works, but it means we'll have to change you, obviously. Okay. I think this is fine. This is the Y. Does that work as well? This shape works. This shape works. This column works. Okay. Now, I feel like we have to do middle at the end, but again, I don't really know the theory behind what the most efficient way to do this is. Go the row here, where we have a bunch of restrictions, maybe? So, can't be that. Can't be that. It has to be this, in fact, because we have a Y in every other row except for this, which means that you will now be not this, not this, not that, but that, and that checks out here as well. Okay, that means there's only one other option here, and it will be you, right? Yeah. Some of these look a little too similar to me, which I know, like, these just look similar, but sort of flipped. Just gonna, at some point, mess with me, I'm sure. But, okay, so now, what are we closest to? Maybe this column here. So, maybe we start this one. Or, well, actually, this is a gimme. We know for certain what this has to be. It is that. Does that check out? We have one of you here, here, and here. Yeah. Okay, so now means this shape is one of these two. It can't be here, so that means you have to be this, right? Then that means that this is now confirmed. Going to have to be not that, this. Means now this is confirmed. Has to be oh, that's a problem. Shoot. That's a problem. Oh no, and this has big ripple effects now, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Can we fix that still? Can we switch you two? Does that change things? That might change things. Can we afford to do that? So now we need to change you. Ooh, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. This one is so much harder than any of the ones we've done before. Oh, yikes. Did we mess up elsewhere and we just didn't realize it and that's what's throwing us off here? Or did we truly just... I mean, I hope that we can just do minor tweaks and still fix stuff without having to redo everything. That looks fine on that row. Or that column, rather. It's fine on that column. Yeah, I think this column has to be last. Because there's nothing there that we know for certain. If we start looking horizontally... Yes, this doesn't work because of that. That doesn't work. So it has to be a combination of these two. Unless... Oh. We have to switch this to you or something? Oh. Okay, if there's one thing that I hate more than anything in a pretty much universally applicable sense, it is having to undo and redo things that I've already tried before. And so for that reason, resetting this entire thing and starting from scratch is about the last thing that I want to do right now. And we do have a way to overwrite this. I think we can override it with one of our keys, but feels like we're close, but just not quite there yet. Okay, hold on. This is like actually a significantly involved, difficult puzzle at this point, or at least for me as a Sudoku noob. So obviously this doesn't work, but what do we do about this? So that would be what we would do to fit this, which means we would do that. Wait, does that work? Hold on. Does that work? Did I accidentally fix it? Or at least not... Did I fix it by not a conscious... Oh, this is why. Because we can't do this. How do we get rid of you? Well, you don't fit on several levels. There's one of this here. There's one of you in that row. So you absolutely must go. So can we move that guy over here? No, because we... Still, that doesn't fix this. So that's an issue. You are an issue, this shape. How do we get that figured out? So if it can't go anywhere here, that means in this shape, it needs to be in one of these two spots, right? So it can never be here. So then that is not a shape we need here. That is... Now it's at the point where it's like I'm just doing tweaks every now and again and not really remembering what I had as my baseline. So, like, now this suddenly looks better. Does this suddenly work? You work that way. You work this way. Do you have every shape? You do appear to have every shape. Do we have the repeat here? No? It might suddenly miraculously work. We might have just done it. Kind of accidentally. Okay, now, I mean, I don't really want to have to double check this, but then again, given how much time and effort we put into this, it's probably worth doing. Okay, so, in this shape, what do we want to go for first? Maybe the shapes, because that might be the most likely for us to mess up. So, in this shape, no repeats. In this shape, no repeats. In this shape, no repeats. This shape, no repeats. This shape, no repeats. Okay. Horizontally, looks good. Horizontally, looks good, but as I said, especially at a quick glance like this, I feel like some of these are similar enough looking that I could very easily, at a glance, mistaken one for the other. It's looking pretty good. Vertically, for some reason that is harder for me to, at quick glance, be as certain about. Yeah, my brain is not as happy with me. It's not pleased about trying to check them vertically all of a sudden for some reason. But I think this might be good. Oh, thank goodness.
That did it. Nice going.
We are saving right now. We can't save right now? Oh no. I never want to do that again. Fortunately we do have remnant keys, but... Oh, is that all we have to do though? We don't actually have to go in anywhere? The Sudoku is the only thing we need to do. We don't need to go into the actual area like we did on the previous planet, so it is significantly smaller in that case. Okay, but also the problem is that we put our nomad somewhere over there in a place where it's perhaps going to be rather difficult for us to get back to it. Yeah, so like, do we go the way we are supposed to go initially and hope we find a way back up? Or do we try to brute force our way? So maybe we can at least get over here a little bit. I'd also like to try to get up here in the place where there's a safe condition. I just want to get up here. There we go. That should help. Yeah? Yeah? Thought there was something glowing for a second there. Okay, this is better. We might be able to make this happen. Might be able to make it work still. Ooh, don't fall in there though. Alright, Nomad is where exactly? To our right. Our right, you say. Alrighty then. That, it's lower than us. That could prove to be a little bit tricky. How close are we now? Because we are approaching what appears to be a pretty steep cliff face. No, 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 jump, jump, jump. There we go. Jump, 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 jump again, jump again, jump again. No! Okay, still below us. We're fine, we're fine. Also, long distance jump.
Normal temperatures.
Long distance jump an achievement we just got for that? Okay, that's pretty cool. Just for being stuck in the fall animation. Okay, I think I see the flames from the Nomad. Was it really that far down? Oh, it just rolled down, didn't it? So we definitely did not leave it this far down. Also, can we save now? We cannot save now. This is a concern of mine. Because, our Nomad is not looking any better right now. Okay, so that one's activated. Is there anything that marks monoliths that are and are not activated? Suddenly, all the other monoliths have disappeared? Previously, they were... Oh, no, okay, they're just the stars. Okay, no worries. And this one doesn't have a star anymore. Okay, so that's how we distinguish with them. Okay. So, the last one is right next to the Ket base. Or at least one of the things that we need to do to access the Ket base. And as we've previously established, our Nomad is going to blow up. So, do we try to go to this forward station as a pit stop where hopefully we can repair this thing? Or there's a chance if we save and reload that it's just going to give us a full health Nomad, so that might be the quick and easy workaround if we want to do it that way. It's a little cheap, but I mean, it is kind of inconvenient to have to double back on this occasion. So I might not be that opposed to doing, or at least trying that. Oh, except we haven't been able to save. Right. Are we technically in battle because there's that, that one enemy that is theoretically kind of close to us? So this is away from the forward station, the direction we're going in now. Which may or may not be the right idea. Are we at least out of combat and therefore able to save now? Nope. Nope. Well, that's where the dead people were. What about now? Nope. Does it give us a reason for why we can't save now? It's kind of silly if you ask me. So I'm pretty sure we saw some Ket enemies in this direction, which are going to shoot down the Nomad. If we duck out, can't save when we're out. Okay, nope, doesn't change anything there. Oh, it points to the other monoliths. That's convenient. I mean, I'm hoping that at the very least it autosaved after finishing that monolith, but because that is, you would think, a pretty important thing. But what do I know? So this concerns me, is that there seem to be Ket over there, I would assume. Or we could try to get out of the Nomad early enough that the Nomad won't get hit, but that's obviously a... Okay, if we could get a better angle, that's obviously also a monster beast-like enemy, but if we maybe approach from this side where we have some cover, we get out of the Nomad, and we just try to take them out from behind this cover here, without the Nomad getting hit, that might be our best course of action here.
Pathfinder, I detect a Ket camp ahead.
Okay. And I'm hoping that there will be some form of life support over here. Well, there goes our cover, but I don't really think we have an alternative.
Get ready to fight.
Okay, at least they can hopefully just try to keep on shooting us with shotguns from this range. Although, admittedly, they're doing surprisingly well at that. How are they sniping us with shotguns so effectively? This does not really have great damage from this range. Nor am I sure if that's actually hitting them. That should be. Okay, one down. One of the snipey shotgun people. Cora is helping us out here with the shield boost. We are exploding some things, which may or may not be helping us as well. Kind of like if they would move in on us. I'm deliberately not going in that close because I am concerned about getting taken out and surrounded, but run out of the alternatives now. Okay, there are still a lot of them. I was hoping that there were more dead at this point than this. We're running out of life support as well if we take much longer. That did not hit you, I don't think. Yeah, we are running out of time here. We need to find an alternative solution. So we can't drive through with you.
We're all clear.
Let's at least pull them out of cover a little bit. Because even that's going to run out of life support eventually, though not for a while. Like, can we hit you and then use that cover there? Change our angle of approach. Obviously, this is going to be way more dangerous. Especially if this guy takes notice of us, but I don't really think we have an
That
alternative
message
here.
console is hackable, Pathfinder.
We need to get to this safe spot, at the very least. I want to do it that way, but a tech combo for, I think, the first time ever. Somebody else must have primed that, because we don't really have tech priming. Or maybe we primed with the energy drain, which technically does prime. And then, core,
Environment
we've
check.
now given ways to detonate,
Temperatures are
I think.
within acceptable parameters.
Okay, so, certainly not textbook. But we can restore our life support there, and I think that should mean we can restore the health on... Might mean we can restore the health on the Nomad as well, which obviously would be very nice to do as well. But this... What do we have here? Message to Anointed. Control sends word of 20 new shuttles ready for deployment. The servant humbly recommends sending them to Eos, where they will crush the newcomers before they can grow too quickly.
I've nearly completed assembly of the passcode.
How many more consoles do you need?
One will be sufficient.
Okay. So now I think we try driving the Nomad up here and hoping that putting it right next to here where there's the safe condition will also restore its health, but I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm not sure if that's the case. I hope it is, but I do not know. At the very least, we've gotten rid of the short-term threat. What would be most capable of destroying the Nomad, other than that monster beast dude over there, or driving into one of those explosive containers, which do exist in this area. Like, does this work? It doesn't work for the Nomad? Oh, wait. Does this also restore its health? Seemingly not. That is very unfortunate. Because especially if we go in this direction, we are headed toward the... Wait, that's remnants? Yeah, that's the Ket base. So we really can't afford to go this way, can we? We really have to go down this way. I am not really sure we can do this without healing up the Nomad. We are playing with fire in more ways than one. This is the one we need to go to that we just established, right? Yeah, through here. We're doing this one because it seems like there might be fewer enemies along the... Well, definitely would like to believe that, since there shouldn't be a Ket base over here. That is a beast of some variety. Let's take it out before it's potentially any threat to the Nomad. Looks like one of the Wraith dudes, or the equivalent of a Wraith. Thing that Ket convert into Wraiths. Well, it is easier to find the Nomad now. That much we can say for certain. What is that? Are those just rocks, or are those enemies? Because we can handle one, we cannot handle the other. Looks like just rocks. Of course, we can get out on foot if we can identify enemies in advance, and if we're not in immediate need of getting life support, but I think should be pretty good on that front at the moment. Maybe getting close here. That is it. There's also a point of interest here, which looks like it's some other kind of remnant area. It's up against the back wall where there's that stuff we're looking for. Like, I think we need to avoid that. Because, at least for now. Because otherwise I think we are gonna take a hit on the Nomad and get blown up. That also looks like something of some significance. Is that also showing up on our minimap now? Yeah, it is. Okay. So once again, I think we can't really afford to do that, at least not at the moment, because the Nomad is possibly as little as one hit away from blowing up. And unfortunately, don't really seem to be good ways to heal it up at the moment. Unless there's like there's a way station, or waypoint here, that'd be great. This looks like the place we are looking for. Okay, let's park the Nomad in a place where it is at least somewhat reasonable to get back to it. And that we hopefully won't have to blow through too much. Yeah, you know, we should get it closer so we don't run out of life support on our way back. I mean, we saw in the previous time we went to one of these spots that it gave us life support back. We got over here, but not sure we can rely on that definitively. And is this one going to be a little bit different this time? Because that looks like a beast. Looks like there is a beast here. So there may be a little more fighting this time around than there was last time. This is the spot, right? Rock in here. And a monolith. Okay, yeah. It's just more of a cave system than we might have originally realized. Now it is safe. Okay. So, no real choice here but to hopefully hit this thing. And then do that. You can't be here right now! But it's dead. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Temperature is now safe. And we can just breathe a quick sigh of relief. Now, that's not to say that there aren't additional enemies here. In fact, we did see there was a red enemy mark near the other monolith, but we just never actually encountered that enemy. So there's a chance there was one of those guys guarding the previous
An
spot as well.
undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Okay, I'm just also still hearing the rumblings of other stuffs. This is probably going to be perhaps an equally difficult Sudoku thing to do here, so that must be a little bit worried. Something is making a racket. Is this the... Oh, this is the very spot. Okay, sure. There is a rock here somewhere. Just activate that for a second. Right by the monolith? And there's this. Pillar. Stable pillar, possibly lifted by hydraulic fluid pressure. Intended function unclear, but... Oh, here it is. It's just lithium. What's so special about that? Caught a bunch of that on our way around here. Let's see where the other ones are sending us. That's the one we went. Oh, no, it is not. It is not. We do need to go up this. It seems, at least. We already got that right, yeah. Hold on. Can we go up this thing? Ah, okay. Nope. Bad angle. Unless it's here, but I don't think it is. Oh, hold on. Attempt number, whatever, 2, 3, however many. That's just 2, right? That's just, you know. This should be it. Oh, it's double? Wait, 2 for 1? No, I want the 2 for 1. I want the 2 for 1. I insist on the 2 for 1. You will not let me get the 2 for 1, are you? You're not going to let me do that.
Okay, let's solve this thing.
Okay, so now this could get very tricky. Also, is there anything up here? Clearly, you should have put something over here. Of the rare loot variety. Guess we'll have to settle for that. Oh, just a shiny rock? Okay. I'm not looking forward to this because I suspect it is of the same level of difficulty as the one that we just did. Which has me concerned. Yep. Or at least it's the same shape. Have we learned anything from last time? Not really. Not really. Okay. So I think we want to start with the ones that have the most stuff. So, like, here, for example, where there's 3 over here, and there's 2 over here already. So, let's see, can't be that. Can't be that. Cool, cannot be that. Can't be that. So it pretty much has to be this. Then, maybe we hold off on you for the time being. No. We know definitively what you have to be. So, we should do it. Or at least in theory, we should. It needs to be you. Yes. Okay. So now we have a lot on this, I guess. We have 3 in a few places. And we only have 2 left in this middle area, actually. So, let's see. Can we figure this one out? This could be... Oh, no, can't be you. Okay, wait, that's actually really telling then. It can't be that one because there's one of you there. Which means... it has to be this. And then you need to be that. To finish the middle? Okay, that should help us a lot then, I think. So then we should know definitively what this one is. I think it is the A-looking one, like that. Yeah. Okay. Then, at this stage, where do we go from here? A bunch of 3s. Maybe we do this. 3 this way, and we have 2 this way. So, we already knew. It's definitely not the E-looking one. It's not you either, though. So it could be this. We don't know definitively. Oh, but it's not the A is the other one that it needs. Might need. In some place in this shape. And we know that has to be an A there. So, why don't we run on that assumption? Which means that you would have to be this. It's not absolutely definitive, but I'm hoping that remains to be true. Then that means we have a definitive answer for you, which should be... Oh, these look too similar. Okay. But yes, that. Okay, so then... That means that we have... 2 more here. And we have some other things we know about. Yeah, we know a lot about this row, so this shouldn't be too bad. So this can't be you. Can't be you. Can't be you. Could be you. Can't be you. Okay, yeah, actually, that's the only thing it can be, can't it? Okay. So if we go here, that means you need to be the A, which I think does still check out. Doesn't conflict with anything else. So then we have a lot of information that should help us with these. So then, that could... Oh no, can't be you, because you have that. It could... In fact, probably will be you. Can't be the E. Can't be that. Can't be that. Or probably can't be that. That one. Oh no, it definitely can't be that. So yeah, I think we have established then that it is... What was it? This one? And that means there's only one left here, which should be... the shieldy one. This. Right? None of them there. None of them here. None of them in this shape? Okay, so that means this should be definitive. This needs to be... what? Not you. You. Yes. And that still works with you. Okay, so I think this is our moment of truth. Does this all line up? Not that. Not that. This. Oh, right, and that's... works with this shape as well? Okay, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Okay. Then... here... Can't be that. Can't be that. Can't be that. Can't be that. Needs to be this. Does that check out? Works vertically at the moment. Works horizontally. And it works within the shape. So as long as this works, I think we have it. And is it the A? I think it is. Right? Because there's no A in this shape. No A vertically. No A horizontally. I think we have this. Oh, that one definitely went more smoothly than the previous one did. I don't know if it was inherently easier or if we just got a little bit luckier that time with our initial setup where we did, I think, still make a couple of guesses here or there, but the guesses were close enough. Well, they were right. They did prove correct. They were informed guesses, yes, but also this guy has respawned. Just leave me alone, please. And we should be fine. Okay. And let's get out of here before you decide to respawn again. Or your friends, for that matter.
Hostiles ahead!
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Okay, but we should have parked closely enough that that's not a huge issue. Can we save? We cannot save. I don't know why I would have ever thought that we could save. now this gets tricky. Because we've done 2 out of 3 of the monoliths, yes. However, the issue is that the last one is where that Ket base is. And that's probably going to mean there are a lot of enemies over there. And our Nomad is still on fire. I should have really checked to see if it autosaved there. Did anyone see if it autosaved when we did the monolith? Because what I don't want is for us to head over for the last one, get the Nomad destroyed, and then have to redo all of them. I would be very, very annoyed if that happened, to the point where I would probably not come back to do this on Voeld for a very long time. Those look interesting. They're not skinnable. They're not skinnable. And again, if we could save, then I could deliberately save and reload to see if we could heal ourselves that way, because I feel like that might be kind of a trick to work around this issue, but we don't know when our last save counted, so I don't know if we can do that safely or not.
Ambient temperature is normal.
Why is the temperature normal over here? Oh, we're going in the wrong direction anyway. Yeah, no, we need to go way up before we can start heading over there. Oh, it was falling light that was leading us back to the one that we went to, didn't I?
Life support at 100%.
Okay, that's great, but might we deliberately loop around the back way, because there's definitely going to be enemies there. And I think this might allow us to, I don't know, can we hop over that? We might be able to, and then basically, can we loop around to hit this one from the back? There is a forward station there. That, I think, is potentially our saving grace. I think that has to be the ideal target. So we just try to go pretty much as far along the edge of the map as we can to avoid any conflict. Then we can at least heal up. And that means we feel much better about having to approach the Ket base, or any other hostiles for that matter. So, like, does this work? Yeah. We just keep going down this southern route, and that should keep us pretty far away from the Ket base here. Don't want to highlight the forward station just yet, because I want to make sure that we are keeping our eyes peeled for other stuff like the Ket base. I don't know what that is, but that might have enemies. Does look very interesting. Like, definitely something we would want to investigate at some point. But again, we are very limited in what we can afford to do when the Nomad is this beat up. I would have thought there's a way to repair it. And there is in Mass Effect 1 on the Mako. But I don't remember if it's a consumable that we just didn't choose to equip. Let's see, that's the boost button. That's the get out button. It's not like it's one of those. I think we just keep on going here. Life support's doing okay, thankfully. So we want to stay relatively south. If we can. That'll help us avoid the Ket base, because you can see that looks like one of the outposts, although, or a random outpost, really. So those look like the mining facilities of sorts that we've seen in the past. Don't want to get too close to that, because there are almost certainly people who will try to shoot us there. That may be easier said than done, though, as this mountain might have other thoughts. Okay, we're going down now. I think that's okay, though. Yes. Now it should open up into this valley, theoretically, and if we were to go straight north, we'd run into the guys we're trying to avoid, but if we can just get a little bit further east before doing that, then that would be pretty huge. by the looks of things. That is where the monolith is, yes. Now that we do seem to have dodged that, at least for the most part, perhaps we can do this. Basically want to go straight north to it. Or even loop around and approach it. Going from the east, going westward. To avoid potential conflict. Like, is that now the case? Not quite. We go slightly further east, then we go straight north. Basically at the edge of this valley, it seemed like. Here? Yeah. There might be enemies there as well, but if there are, then I think we just try to take them out on foot. Really not sure. Is that what we're looking at? It should be pretty much straight north. No, it's this. Okay, so don't get distracted by that stuff over there, because those probably are people who are just trying to kill us. Definitely several of the little types of outposts that we run into, but there were at least one or two other places that looked a little bit more significant than that, but this is the big thing. Really just wanted to get here.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Because this is a pretty big deal.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder.
More viability.
Add them to your nav system.
Mining zones, yes. But most importantly, instantly healed. The Nomad still can't save. Still cannot save. So that is still a bit of a concern. Yeah, I did see some stuff over there. That's also the Ket base? Oh. Those just little areas? It's a question mark. Are they just little researchy areas? That's actually the Remnant over there. Oh, do we? And the Ket base is now suddenly over there? I'm not really sure what to make of that. It seemed like it did move on us, unless we were mistaking Remnant for Ket before. Either way, we had to avoid those encounters. But I think we just try to get over there, activate the last monolith, and at that point, surely the game will autosave for us, right? Government Special Forces issued a series of challenges, time to impress. I'm hoping that that's something where, you know, it's only going to activate if we go up there and manually activate it, and we can just sort of drive by and ignore it for the time being. Because again, I just don't want to get reset a whole bunch if we end up dying or doing something stupid. And because the game hasn't let us manual save in a very long time, that could set us back a very long way. Which is something we saw happen to us way back in the tutorial level. But this has probably been much longer in between the time where we wanted to save and the time where, but we're not able to, and the time where we are right now. So we've made a lot of progress since then. I would very much like to not find ourselves stuck. I mean, hopefully that forward station gave us an autosave. So it is basically due, what is this now, west. Although if we go a little bit south, we might be able to circumvent some of the other encounters. Again, just trying to do that now, not because we're about to die in the Nomad, but more so just because I just want to be mindful of our lack of saving, or at least potential lack of saving.
Must be active Remnant in there. Let's check it out.
Okay, I'm assuming he's referring to this. I mean, they're basically right next to each other, but they might be closely tied to one another. Because are a lot of these dudes here. That did not hit you. Hold on, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet, Cora. I would like to lead with a particularly effective move.
Watch for remnants!
Like that. Okay. One of the relatively big guys down, that's good. I not need to do that. Let's do that. Headshot on the remnant? That's on those guys? That's a thing? And
There's
this
a cat
is...
device here, Pathfinder.
Oh. Hold on. Okay, this one I might deliberately be a little more responsible.
Encryption of the cat data receiver is 84% complete.
One more should do it.
Thought you said you only needed one more. Or maybe that's a different thing you said you only needed one more for. That's definitely stuff we can mine, but again, just wouldn't be. We do have a forward station over here now, so there's at least that we could drop back to and not have to worry too much about having to backtrack big time, but we have higher priorities. Okay, that's good. That's safe. That's very nice. That's what's the case around most of these other spots.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is incredible.
But how are they glowing?
Good question. Good question. Alright, we're gonna find enemies here. This time as well. We should probably move up the nomad, right? Should probably do this. More remnant here. I think there might be. Oh. Not sure what you're telling me to scan, but something. Apparently. Wait, is that taking us further away? That's 2 out of 3. Still 2 out of 3. Not really sure where you're trying to direct me here. 3 out of 3. Is that lithium? I mean, we can get it, but...
Wonder if there's anything good in that kit salvage.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Is there anything we know of that's supposed to be ready? Oh, probably this, right? Okay, well that's not really something we're trying to do right now. We are trying to prioritize doing this first. So, okay.
I'm reading a normal temperature range.
We're assuming that that is the thing that is making our scanner go crazy. I think we can just hold off for the time being. And once again, prioritize this. This looks like another cave system that might have another big dude. Or at least something similar. So, not seeing anything. Maybe the remnant outside served as the requisite guardians of this area, because I'm not seeing anything else. Thought I heard something for a second, but not seeing any stuff showing up on our minimap, at least.
That wire may connect to a point on the surface, Pathfinder.
Ah, yes, this wire.
Think it leads to the base of the monolith? We should check.
Okay, there we go. There's one of them. Oh, all the way up there. Saw for a split second. do that. No, hold on. How do we do this? How do we get up there? How do we get up there? This is the one that we
That
just did.
wire may connect to a point on the surface, Pathfinder.
Think it leads to the base of the monolith? We should check.
Oh, as in, like, outside of this area? Not in the cave? Is that what they mean? I think that might be what they're referring to. You have to actually get out of here to access it. What's scanner? Scanner's going crazy. Maybe that's what it's referring to. No, it's further in this direction. Theoretically. Okay. All the way over there? I think that's misleading. That's, looks like it's just pointing us at the entrance, which is what we was doing when we first got it. I mean, we can do it, I guess, but I don't think that's really it. Our scanner is once again going a little bit crazy over here. Yeah, well, hold on. 2 bars, no bars. 3 bars, momentarily. Very briefly. You know, it's going much more over here. Yeah, I think that's just a generic... This is the entryway type of thing. Yes, I thought, given how, you know, if we're trying to basically just go directly above where the actual monolith itself is, then that would lead us more in this direction. But is it just going to be hanging out in the middle of the snow, or is it actually going to be on a remnant structure of some variety? That I am not sure about. Now we are wandering somewhat considerably. What's this? I guess this could maybe be it. Because it is it. Okay, but to not hear Ryder say that's everything, which may mean that there is still more. Scan for glyphs 2 out of 3? Okay. I mean, we shouldn't, but we can. Might have also been the guy who was making a racket that we were hearing previously. There's another one. And this might also be the place where the thing for us to scan is as well. Okay, let's take a look this way then. It's not gonna be way over there, is it? Three bars now. Over here. There was a little remnant box of sorts. Gave us a scan previously. Not seeing anything like that. I mean, that's the closest thing to it.
Ah, you found your first beacon. Ready for a taste of Hescard training?
No.
Give me your best shot.
No.
This one's straightforward.
No, I don't
Test
want to do
combat
this.
efficiency. The beacon will agitate the remnant. Take them down quick. Maybe you'll beat my personal best.
No, I'm not interested in doing this right now. That might have been the reason why our scanner was going a little bit crazy at the time. Might have been a false alarm. Okay, I think it is probably over here, though. Just hoping those guys didn't respawn, because I'd rather not have to repeatedly fight them. On the actual structure? Somewhere? I mean, Sam did give us some kind of prompt when we walked up to the previous one, I think. So I'm hoping we didn't just walk right past one, but then again, I am not sure. Wait, we should have that active, right? It is kind of annoying. Have to. Oh, hold on. That's one of them. Okay, wait. Do we see more? Or is it truly just that? Maybe there's another one downstairs. No, we did not get this. We did not get this before.
Okay, let's solve this thing.
Alright. There is an enemy here somewhere showing up on our map. But maybe we can just head back down and ignore it for the time being. Okay. So we are, of course, in store for another potentially very difficult set of Sudoku stuff. Did much better on the previous one than we did on the first one, but again, I think that might just be coincidence / luck more than anything, so not sure I'm ready to give myself too much credit for that. Alright, so it is same idea here. Same structure. So, and they're perfectly spread out. So what does that mean? That means we're probably looking at one of these triples here. So, okay, what shapes are we working with? Can't be you. It could be you. Can't be you. Can't be you. Can't be you. Okay, actually, that is the only option then. So that's good. It has to be you. Which means this, there's only one option. Has to be you. Okay, so that's confirmed. And then we have only one possible option here. This needs to be... Is it you? It is you, isn't it? Okay, so that's really nice. It gives us a nice, quick way to get ourselves started here. So then, can we lock up this area? That'd be great. So there's a decent amount we can rule out here, right? Well, I guess these are the same icons, so we don't get quite as much there. No, it's not you. We know it's not you. No, it's not you. It could be you, or it could be you. We don't have a definitive answer one way or the other. That's a little bit annoying. I mean, I suppose somewhat understandable. Okay. But actually, wait. We've seen this icon here. So what if we put you here? Oh no, that's not the one that we were saying we potentially wanted. It was, wait, what was it then? Can't be this. Wait, hold on. Did I just not see one of them? It could be you. It can't be you. It can't be you. This, we should just make blank for the time being. It can't be you. Is there only one option here? This might be the only option. I might have just not looked in all the directions. You work. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. Obviously you don't. It's this. Okay. It actually is confirmed. So then that means this should be also confirmed to be that. Yes. Okay. And that does still work, and that means we have one more spot here. So this must be you. Okay, which means this has only one option. It must be that, which means this only has one option. it must be this, which means this only has one option. It must be the J, right? Yeah. Okay. So then, getting very close, but now we have some somewhat tricky ones here. We should have enough stuff filled up. This should still... Oh, no, this is still... This one we know for certain. Is not this. Should be this. And that does still look possible, so that's good. Then we have confirmed this in that case, which should be you. Feels like every time. It's so many of the ones we had to add in were this guy. I know, we got 2 of them for free. Yeah, I don't know. That's strange, but okay, there's only one thing this could be, and the answer is you, right? That checks out in both directions, so then for this, it is not that, this, right? Yes. And then for this, it's not that, but this. Okay. That seemed to go pretty smoothly, so I am tempted to just lock this in immediately, but should probably double check. Okay, so... Oh, because that's wrong. Because this is wrong. That's too many of these J's. Okay, hold on. So if we do that, then... Okay, I'm hoping that was one of the last ones we did, so I'm hoping that that's a relatively quick fix. So it can't be this. Uh-oh. Can't be that. Should be this. Maybe we messed that up and just needed to have it be this. Okay, so if that's true, then that means what are you missing here in this spot? That means you're missing this. Does that still work? It works here. And it works here. Does this still work? Okay, hold on. I think we're just checking from scratch now. Vertically looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Horizontally. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. I think I'm just gonna lock this in. There we go. That should be the last of them.
I'm getting better at this.
Investigate. Oh, that just opened the vault. Oh. Okay. I was gonna say. I was kind of hoping that getting all 3 of them was going to be sufficient, but no, that was just the entrance to the actual vaults. Okay, now this one is going to take us down below. So it's monoliths to open a vault, technically speaking. Okay, so, well, I think that means there's only one thing left for us to do here in that case. Top priority. Not quite as simple as we had hoped it might be. This actually means just more work than the other locations. Not only do we have the vault, we have to go to more spots to open the vault in the first place. Okay.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Now that should still be pretty fine from a life support standpoint. Can we just go straight up this way? Is that going to work? Is this too steep? Otherwise, we can loop around. I mean, we did see some stuff that we were kind of intrigued by down here, which I feel like we might just totally forget about because we didn't even see any markers for them when we went that route if we don't do it right now. So, I mean, we're certain that we can climb that altitude-wise. It's definitely way less direct. But maybe in the interest of being a completionist, we still go that route. that means roughly the direction we're going now, maybe a little more to the south. Yeah. Should be able to switch modes here, I think. Yeah, because we saw some stuff here. Well, I mean, we do still want to be
Pathfinder,
careful.
I detect Kent among this salvage. Pathfinder, I detect Kent among this salvage.
Do want to still be careful. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's saved for us, but we can't technically say for certain. I did also pick an angle that had 0 cover, which was a bad idea. So we might just proceed to ignore these guys for the time being. Or at least now go from this angle. That was not very productive. I don't think we're at this range. Even if we line it up. Alright, in that case, maybe we're just looping around and perhaps coming to that stuff on a future occasion. I mean, that's more obvious and it's not as
Probably
remote.
cat crawling all over that tech.
There was something else that looked more unusual and was more buried in this corner here. I think it's more likely for us to miss it if we don't go for it now. I think it was in this little channel here. What looked like a crashed ship. Which, especially after people had talked to us about the Turian Ark, having, well, people told us about having seen Turians, which made me think of the Turian Ark. Made me wonder if there might have been a tie there. Yeah, we don't need to worry about. That's not of particular importance. Should we read into this? Red, yellow, and blue? Or is that just... Whoa, this might have been it. What is this? It's just something that we're gonna end up coming back to later. But we don't technically have enough information now to interact with this. I am not sure, but I'm hoping we're gonna head back there because it, for some reason, it looks like that would be important. Okay, and we should start turning northward now. Oh. Well. Didn't really plan on that. Nor did I really plan on this being as steep as it is. Oh, hold on. Off-road mode, and we should be fine. But... did we hold off? At least until we get the whole monolith/vault thing sorted out. That, I think, has to remain top priority because we don't know if the game has saved. I wish we didn't have to do that, and maybe through closer observation we'd be able to say more definitively as to whether we've seen one of those autosave markers pop up, but oh, that's not ideal though. Oh! Well, that's interesting. Don't think we've seen that happen before. Okay. Oh, before we dive down, first of all, priorities. Okay. One would have to imagine that the game would autosave when we go down here, right? Surely that is the case. Surely you're not going to let me manually save, though. Okay, so it has been a while since we've been into one of these vaults, but I think this was the thing that we were trying to do more than anything in Voeld, because I mean, we've done some stuff to increase the viability. It was at 20% when we first got here, so we've increased it by 13%, but this is usually the single biggest thing, and by a wide margin at that. Might even be able to, at least if we come back here in the, you know, a little ways from now, then might even remove some of the hazards, which would make it much easier for us to traverse around here. Now, is this going to be as extensive of a vault as we've seen in other cases on other planets? That, of course, we have no idea. Okay, but watch. Oh, we are still in an unsafe area here. Okay, now it's safe.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
But I'm looking very close to see if we're gonna see an autosave
Life
icon.
support is back online.
I'm not. But, I mean, surely it autosaves here, right?
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running.
Whoa, hazard 2? Excuse me. Yeah, we gotta be fast.
Well, we turn the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder.
Yeah, that did not help us at all. The whole hazardy thing. I was kind of hoping that turning the power on would do that. Okay. That do the trick? Because we are about to... Holy moly. We have so little time here. How are we supposed to...
Life support systems are in peril.
I noticed that.
Decisions.
How do we not die here?
Life
How do we
support
not die
failed.
here?
Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
How do we not die to... We are about to... What the heck?
Do anything?
How do we not die to this? The bubbles all refill life support? Well, we're gonna die. Okay, well, we are about to find out how far back it's gonna take us. I had assumed that we just weren't allowed to walk into the bubbles, but... Oh, goodness. Okay, brace yourselves. Okay, thank goodness. Okay.
Pathfinder, that will affect your shield.
Okay. That's... pretty important. You know, I thought that, we just weren't allowed to walk into these things. But...
I'm reading a normal
that
temperature
makes
range,
this
Pathfinder.
much easier, and
Life support restored.
gives us some peace of mind that we now have confirmation. We have an autosave of some variety.
Decisions.
Okay.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
Now we can go here. Much more safely.
Several interface connections converge here.
Oh, we might have been
I
right
will
next to this
highlight the
when we
ones
died,
you
but
need.
alas.
Life support at 100%.
Now we know.
Did that even do anything?
Oh, does that get rid of... That got rid of our shield. Oh. That's not good. Okay. Hold on. Ooh, don't fall down there. That's definitely gonna kill us if we do that. Well, we are running out of time again, so I'm just gonna double back a little bit, because I thought there were multiple directions we could go in before. Ooh, that was close as well. Let's quickly do this. Okay. Oh, get up to 100%. We're gonna go that way. Or are we? Nope. Or are we? Can we make that jump? I'm not sure that we can make that jump. Can we make that? Otherwise... That looks like a spot we've not yet been to.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Okay, have we been up there? Don't think so. Do we need to go up there? I don't know. It did look like something was pointing us there, and we are gonna run out of life support. We are probably dead. Yeah, we can't go up there anyway. Okay, we are probably gonna die now. So we're not gonna get to next life support source in time. So this is annoying. Okay, this is gonna kill us as well. Or take us back here. Yeah, we're still gonna die. I'm surprised that didn't kill us. Is this? Oh, okay.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Thought we got this one.
At 100%. I'm reading a severe temperature
Okay,
drop.
so the thing is, it's a
I'm reading
puzzle.
normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
The really obnoxious thing is that I can't really go outside to see what we need to do for the puzzle without having fear of our imminent death, which makes it really hard to focus on what we have and have not already found. There are those things that are supposed to pop up. Like, did we just deactivate this to create the barrier? Because I thought that when we activated this, we got rid of the barrier. Yeah. It points up here. Okay. This.
What do we have here?
Okay, now we're making progress. The ever-changing locations where there are safe zones, though, is very annoying. I don't know what the significance of this is, other than that we can scan it. And it won't even let me do that. And now we're gonna die. Unless maybe we do this once again to... Does this still work?
Life support levels are critically
Yes.
low.
Basically, we activate that whenever we need to create a shield, I guess. I hope that didn't just undo everything that we did if we reactivate this. You come back up. Is there anything that it's pointing to that we haven't activated yet? I mean, it's pointing us here, but there's nothing to do there. I didn't think. So I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like it, first of all. It's obnoxious. I don't find it
I'm reading a
fun
severe temperature
to
drop.
run around doing those things. And like the time pressure of having a very small time, or very limited time in which to do it,
Ambient temperature is normal.
no less. It's
Life
just
support is back online.
not really something that I appreciate. It points here, it points here, it points there. We've activated all those things, it points there, but there's nothing for us to do there. It didn't seem besides scan. Despite the fact that everything seems to be pointing toward this thing. So was that really all this area was for? It's like the other side, the side where you technically need to go for progressing, whereas this is just like a bonus area? Or do we need to have this stuff active and then double back? Like, maybe we try that. Okay, so everything is now active here. Now we try going back. And see if it's one of those you need to have stuff activated on both sides in order to do this thing type of situation. So I didn't think we could make this jump. What if we now do that? No, we should not do that. I did not think we could make this jump. Can we go there? Possibly? Does that make our jump any easier? I don't really know. Okay, no. But now we're just dead. So... Okay, lovely. I mean, for a second there, that looked promising. For a second there, it looked like we were going to be able to... I mean, I guess we try, right?
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
Not quite. I mean, just close enough that it... Okay, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to... Now it's also going to reduce our health every time we do that. Lovely.
Environment check. Temperatures
So we might
are
die for
within
good if we
acceptable
drop down again
parameters.
like that. The second time, I was trying to go back here to get the life support back and then try this again. I guess... Oh, this actually does regenerate our health as well. A little bit, doesn't it? At least up to this threshold, but not any further. Okay. So, I mean, it was close enough that it makes me wonder if it is possible with just the perfect timing to make that jump. This is what I mean. Like, this is just... I find this obnoxious. Also, I forgot to use the jump Zash button. I mean, that looked like we made the jump, just for some reason our character chose not to grab. Which again makes me wonder if, like, is that just we need to get it perfectly and through trial and error we will eventually make it happen with a little bit of luck? Or is that an indication that we're not supposed to go that way at all? Because it is not clear to me.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
Oh, I think I found a way to make it happen, though. Might have found a way to make it happen.
I'm reading a
Possibly.
normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
If we are standing on that, can we do it? Just to give us a slightly bigger boost? I mean, we can't really get a running start if we're doing that. I don't really know if that matters all that much. No. Like, if you really need to be standing on this for it to work, okay, and that's, like, no. No. What the heck? Alright, that just leads me to believe that this is not the direction we're supposed to go in. Is the only conclusion I can come to, unless this truly is what we're supposed to do and it just didn't work the first time for some reason. No, it just doesn't let us go up there. Yeah, because I got the invisible wall, you can't move forward. Sort of, response there. So if we can't do that, it means we are supposed to go this way. What are we supposed to activate, though? Because it looked like we got everything. I guess the answer is that we just missed something here. But I can't tell where. Can we make that jump? I don't think we can. Also, we're about to run out of life support again. Is that the one that we... No, this is the one we would always activate. So, like, I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't get it. Well, like, we're supposed to get over there. I get that much. But beyond that... Beyond that, it just feels cumbersome for the sake of being cumbersome and not much else. Just like, well, okay, well, that I asked for. Do one of these...
Are below freezing and continuing to fall.
Do one of these things add additional things over there for us to make that traversal? Maybe that's what we need to be looking for.
Temperature range, Pathfinder.
Maybe that's what we're missing.
Restored.
I really wish if this were just a hazard 1 rather than hazard 2, this would be so much easier. But with so limited time, it makes it really frustrating to do this.
And continuing to fall.
If we do this, do we suddenly change the... did that give us an additional platform? It might have. Or I'm making that up. I might be making that up, but let's just get here to double check. Again, we can't really check all that easily.
Extreme cold is
Nope.
detected,
No,
Pathfinder.
it didn't. Alright, guys. I'm very close to just saying I don't want to do this anymore. This is unbelievably frustrating to me. And I'm sure that it's something that is blatantly obvious that I'm missing here. But at this point, otherwise, this is egregious. At this point, I hope that's the case. Because if not, then I don't know who in their right mind designed this.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Wait, I think we need this activated, which means no shield here. Alright, and this is one of the occasions I would say, chat.
Life support restored.
I know I've said no spoilers, but I might have said this before. If ever there's a time where I cannot find the person that I'm supposed to talk to or the specific place where I need to go, I know what it is that I'm looking for, but I just cannot find it, you are welcome to bail me out. On this occasion, you are welcome to bail me out because I am suffering. Can we make this jump? No. So, like, now I'm wondering if some combination of activating and deactivating opens up, lifts certain platforms that are not otherwise lifted, and that allows us to traverse areas that would otherwise be intraversable.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
But again, I can't really do that when you give me a matter of seconds to scan the area after activating and deactivating these things. Which is maddening.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
So you don't pop up unless this is
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable
activated.
limits.
So that theoretically leads us here. Which theoretically leads us there, which theoretically leads back here, which leads us back here. So this is the last one? Well, we can't interact with this. Why? That goes here.
Glad we got support.
That was the last one. Okay, well, apparently I just... Oh, right, I did deactivate that at one point in time just because I wasn't sure if that was going to also open up one of these because we needed one at the moment, but we did need to go back to this. Alright, so now we activate this, everything is activated.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
It adds this. But there's... What do we do from here? I'm completely at a loss. And really frustrated. I mean, at this point, we're just going in circles, doing the same thing over and over again, because I have no idea what it is that we're supposed to do. We've activated seemingly all of these things. We can't make any of the jumps. I don't know what we're supposed to do. There is seemingly no way through. Unless there is some strange combination of flipping those levers that we've not yet done. Or that one of these jumps that we think is intraversable actually is possible for us to make, and we just haven't made it yet.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
But we can't make that. And that's, again, not what I am trying to do here.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Where does this direct?
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
There.
Environment check.
Which
Temperatures
is
are within acceptable
lower,
parameters.
but further away, so we can't make that jump either.
Life support is back online.
Alright, guys. We are possibly going to have to call it here. And by that I mean, I'm not even sure we can ever make it past this. Because short of Googling this, I have no answers. I have no answers for you. I don't even have a methodology anymore, which is very frustrating. Can we make it all the way up there? We can make it in there. Not quite. That also seems like just added to the list of spots that are one fraction away from us being able to make the jump.
A severe temperature drop.
Technically had not activated that. We do that. Have we done this one? Hold on. This new set of combinations? It is. And there's an enemy here, but we have made progress. Something hurt us, right? We need a shield. Which I'm hoping we can still do from this. Yes.
Ambient temperature
Okay.
is normal.
Some combination that we apparently had not done before. Okay, hold on.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Yeah, I do not care at all about the other stuff at this point. All I want is to get out of this place. I never want to see this place again. Hold on. I never want to see this place again. We don't want the stuff.
Environmental
The
temperatures
console
are
at the
within
other
acceptable
bubble
limits.
swaps platforms so you can make the impossible jump. Okay. Okay. Let's do that then. There might be some additional stuff here we can get. I do not care in the least. So we do this switch, and then that makes the right side jump possible. Okay.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Thank you so much, because otherwise I was about to lose my mind.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Boss, waking
Life
up!
support is
Oh,
back
excuse me.
online.
I tried to activate cloak.
Giving shield assist! Hostile!
Not entirely sure where, but okay. Oh, behind us, apparently. And on this side as well. Hello. Ow.
Reloading!
Temperatures are below freezing. And
Let's do
continue.
this to get our shields back, if nothing else.
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is stable.
Okay, but I can still hear more enemies. Oh,
think we're done here.
somebody else primed that for us, which is not the first time this happened to us thus far, but okay. Is that a what the? Oh, not seen many of these guys, have we? You might be able to see through cloak. I don't know, but it kind of looked like it.
Clear!
Okay, let's take a second here. Get our environmental life support back.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
Okay. Oh man, if we're gonna have to traverse this back with the time crunch, aren't we? Even more so than the life support in the future when we ultimately activate this thing.
The ambient temperature is normal.
That's an enemy up there, yes.
Coming at us now!
Oh, there's a lot of them here, it would seem. That one we did set up. Oh, you're also an enemy. Hello. I did not see you. He's not originally. One moment while we just loot this real quick. Is that the last of these guys? No, I still hear more.
That's
Okay.
the last of them.
Last in this area. We need to drop down this, though. Okay.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Oh, scannable. Ah, there's one up here as well. Okay.
The ambient temperature is normal.
So
Life
that
support is back online.
looks like our spot. But that, I guess is a way to get there. Well, let's just get this back. Not sure it's the best way to do it, but we'll hold up. A little more control from this angle of approach. Well, that was cool, the way they spawned in like that. But our life support is not getting better here, so we do need to kind of rush this a bit. Even if there are a bunch of enemies right on top of us. Oh, use a shield! Yes, I remember that now. And you can break cover, I think, as well. Or you, at least you might be able to. Okay, we need... Ah, there are shields here. Okay, good, good, good. Just need to get here. Good thing we have these here as well. Okay. And we can make it work. Skinny assembler.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before
yeah.
this place tries to kill us, you mean?
Extreme cold is detected,
Yeah.
Pathfinder.
We've certainly run into our fair share of enemies here. Ooh, ultra rare. Augmentation drop. That is very nice. Maybe don't risk dashing off the edge.
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online.
Okay, so of course, when we activate this thing, we are very likely going to need to make a rush back through this facility, which I'm not looking forward to. I think we've done everything else here. So let's just get... So our life support may also need to be restored when we do that, or at least managed. We can actually save the game. We can actually save the game for the first time in multiple hours. It's a feature, okay? It's a feature. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Get ready to run.
Right now. I assume we're going back this way. I assume this is the right way. Do we need to do this? I'm not sure that we... Okay, it actually hurts us now. I did not know that. It does kind of give us directions as to where we should go. I think we might just try to ignore the hostiles. If we can. I think we might just try to ignore those hostiles. That one also I don't think is safe. Okay, honestly not that bad on our way back up.
Nice work.
Dare I say.
Man, never gets less terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Okay. I never want to see this place again. I never want to see this place again. Huge burst of experience and Andromeda viability, and I did not see if it told us what number, percentage-wise, viability Voeld is on as well, but that was very unpleasant.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
But in the big picture, with that activated,
Pathfinder, air temperature has increased by 13 degrees since activating the vault. With a reduced cloud cover, solar energy will escalate dramatically.
Our people can start a life here.
that is what we are looking for, and we would of course hope that it gets hotter still. Let's see, what is our viability now? 73%. So not at 100 like we have at those other big places, but much, much better now. As we expected, activating the vault gives us a huge burst. It was what, we were on like 30, it might have been 40. I think that is what we've seen in other places as well. 40 from activating the vaults. So yes, that is what we were looking for, and we might have gained several Nexus levels there. At least one.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Okay.
You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Tizo. That is actually of significant interest to us, I think. That is very rare. So we'll take 35 of it, sure. That's actually a pretty large quantity for Ezo specifically, at least. Alright, so that's huge. Extremely frustrating to go through that area. I hated it. I will be... I think you probably got that idea. I was, pretty outspoken about it, but I stand by it. That was just, I think, a poorly designed area that was just really frustrating to go through. Because it's one thing to have a puzzle, with the whole activate the various things in order to gain access to the area you're trying to go through. It's another thing to have a puzzle that is functionally time-gated. It's another thing to have a puzzle that is functionally time-gated with a very small timer, and you can't even see what your options are without activating that timer. Which is what we were dealing with. Which I did not like. Okay, we did, of course, skip a bunch, or kinda, sorta, skip over a bunch of things that we were concerned about because we didn't want to risk dying when we weren't sure if we were able to save the game. But the big thing was that we wanted to activate that monolith. Oh, and we did hear that the Ket base was also time sensitive as well. So that is probably going to be something we're going to want to address soon. I'm not entirely sure if that actually means that we can no longer do it if we leave the planet. Or, you know, if we at least go off and do a different quest in the meantime. Or if it's, you know, yes, it will time out eventually, but it's not imminent. Or if that was just an excuse for them to explain why other people aren't gonna go do it instead of us, and it is all up to us to make it happen. Ket base was... That's data... It's over here. Discovered that the Ket operation station on the mountain controls all Ket missions for the planet and provides power to the shield that blocks access to an ancient Angaran city. Buxil, Neilge's sister, is helping you decrypt the password for the Ket operation station. Okay. Yeah, I think that is probably going to have to be next on our priority list. The question is it as big of an encounter as the Ket base was on Eos? Because that surprised me. Initially, I thought it was just going to be a little outpost like we see in many random encounters as we're traversing like this.
I detect a Ket camp ahead.
Exactly like this. At first, I thought it was just something like this. But then it turned out to be something a lot more significant than that. So, that is not in range. Which means that was not very well executed. That is also an explosive container that we are standing right next to.
I'm receiving an unusual reading from that Angara. I recommend scanning the body.
Yeah, in a minute. Safe conditions.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Wish I could grab this dude,
Life support is stable.
but I don't think I can. Actually, I don't know if I've tried using melee. Even if the no icon shows up. The enemies are in that type of position. I might be about to try. Hello, friend. No, don't do that. We did melee him to death, I think, but also Korra's maybe not having the best of times as we're messing around with those enemies.
Down you go.
Okay. Just do this real quick. No. Technically, we're supposed to scan, not interact with it.
Did you get anything from that, Sam?
I've added it to my database. I still need more information to repair the tracking signal.
They're fitted with a Ket tracking chip. Victim was likely from a labor camp. Okay. So yeah, we have certainly seen many other outposts like this. Where do we leave? Nomad back here. And we did level up, didn't we? Let's see. I thought we did. Now, maybe that was just the Nexus viability level. We still only have one skill point here. And we're very close to leveling. Yeah, we did not level, but we are very close. Like, next encounter might do it. Did we activate the... Yes, we did activate the Ket base, because I was just looking at it, it's like, I'm pretty sure that's just about the same trajectory that's going to take us to that monolith and the place next to the monolith that we were seeing before. There are more Ket over here, which may mean this is good enough for us to level, which may mean this is worth taking a quick second to try to deal with it. That is, that was supposed to send us upward, that boost. Oh, we're not on all-wheel drive mode. That might have something to do with it. Okay. Well, we have the high ground.
That looks like Ket tech.
Can we hit you from here? With our gun, at least, yes. Though, admittedly, it's hard to do much else from this range. Not necessarily sure that was really the right one. Is that dead? No. He is not. Oh, I also did not mean to do that. That could have been helpful. Had I known that that was there in the first place, and intentionally blown it on, okay, we'll stop doing that. That's what I'm looking for. Like, would have been really useful to hit this guy. That's one of the big Gatling gun dudes. Pop out, I dare you. And as I said that, I kind of looked away. And it took a second to adjust. And thus, did not make much progress. I'd like to just get rid of one or two of these guys so we can more safely actually go down there. We do have cover penetration, a little bit of it with our weapon. Was this previously a environmental hazard level 2 and now it's only level 1? With the whole, the temperature's gotten a little bit better thing? I think that might be the case. Did we kill that guy? Not sure. That guy's dead. Alright, I think perhaps we feel a little bit better about dropping down now. If I could hit the broadside of the barn. We are running low on health, life support a little bit here. Okay, this could be a strategic time to do that. That was intended. Because now, I feel a little bit better about doing this. So I'd like to get to a place where we can get life support. There's also an explosive container that, for some reason, did not blow up on you. There are still a lot of enemies here. That's PP. Also kind of assuming there was going to be some life support here somewhere, but I'm not sure that I found it. This might be the last enemy. It is, and we did level with the next encounter, as we suspected we might. Yeah, we might just need to go back to the Nomad. Which, admittedly, is not the easiest thing to do, given how it is up the hill. Should still be fine, though, timing-wise. Okay, now we can take a look here. Okay, so I think we might have something we can fully upgrade now. The team support, let's see. This is worth at least giving a look. Increased damage resistance for each conscious squad mate or tech construct within 8 meters. It's a pretty large radius. It is a large radius for most things, but in this case, for at least for, you know, damage-dealing abilities with an AoE, but in this case, we need to be standing close to our allies, which, especially when we're using Cloak, is not always the case, because sometimes we run off and do our own thing. The increase applies to the user and those squad mates and tech constructs. If we had more tech constructs, that would probably be more significant, but let's see. Improved health regeneration rate for the user and nearby squad mates and tech constructs for 3 seconds after using a tech power. That seems way better. I mean, the damage resistance is more proactive, whereas this is more reactive. You know, once you've taken damage, it's more significant to heal back up. But, in this case, you know, it means you're taking less damage when you get into the fray. But we're using tech powers all the time, which is going to mean this is going to be up pretty much all the time. Whereas this, let's see, especially since we're not using tech, does our technically speaking, our profile does give us a combat drone, which I'm not sure if that counts as a construct, or if, because we're not actively investing points in that ability, if that is kind of its own thing that does not qualify. But if it does, then that means that that would give us, at best, 2 squad mates plus that drone for a total of 18 damage resistance, which I'm not really sure is that much. I don't think that makes a huge difference. I think we do this. You know, if you were going absolutely crazy with creating as many different types of support tech stuff, then maybe this could add up, but I just don't see that being what we want to do right now. Or at least, those are not the tech abilities that I'm most interested in, so I don't really see myself doing that much in the future. Okay. I'm actually curious, though, after investing a big one, what number are these? These are at 19 now. Okay. 2 points here. I don't think it's going to do much. In fact, can't do anything for core. For PB at 5. Could go for duelist, power damage, and force, or all power recharge speeds. That is good. Although, as we've said many times before, because it takes so long for squad mates to use their abilities, that recharge may be the way to... maybe the thing we ought to focus on here. Or we could go rank 5 Shockwave. In fact, that's also recharge speed. Shockwave distance. We know what the range of it is? Does not say here. I mean, in general, at least for the main character, Ryder, it is easier to scale recharge speed than it would be area of effect, which is functionally what this is. Also, in Mass Effect 3, this is bugged. And although in theory this sounds nice to make it easier to use this ability more effectively, it makes the ability functionally do nothing at all. It completely breaks the ability with a bug in Mass Effect 3. I assume that's not the case in Andromeda, but does give, I suppose, perhaps a small reason for caution. I mean, it's 30% recharge speed there for that one ability versus if we go here, it's 25% for all abilities. So that includes both Shockwave and Invasion. That's probably the way to go. I think you have to do this, not the force and damage. Consistency. think for squad mates, you just get the consistency. Faster abilities. Area of effect radius. Oh, but yeah, I think we'll probably end up taking that just because weapons are more consistent than powers because it takes them so long to use powers. But PB seems like she's the one exception where she's a lot of things that can give her recharge speed. So maybe for her and possibly her alone, we can actually get to somewhat reasonable cooldowns. Maybe. Okay. So... is there actually anything over here for us to investigate, or was it truly just fight the cat dudes? Oh, they did leave a little bit of loot there, technically. Well, that will give us, well, melee damage, but it should give us life support back. That's what I was looking for. Wait, what was that? Hazardous conditions? Deplete life support? For a second there, I thought it said hazardous equipment depletes life support. I was like, what? That's the first time I've heard that. But I just glanced at it, so I may very well have misread that. We'll leave the dino alone for now. Alright, so it looks like there's a little outpost here like the ones that we fought previously. I think that's what that is. So this is basically us trying to deactivate the shield on what is the main base, but I don't think this is going to be the base itself. That's where the shield is the main base, so... sounds like cat dropship. Or is that just the Nomad being particularly noisy? Okay, those are just boulders. Oh, I mean, we could have just fast traveled to the forward station, I guess. But we did run into a few things along the way, so... maybe it was still worth... oh, that's because that was a cat dropship. Angle of approach. All the way around? Use these? These pillars? I guess?
Wonder if there's anything good in that kit salvage.
We shall find out. It was very intense music. Okay, granted, it did kind of blow what would have been our best cover, but that's because I wanted to do that. And also was very tempted to just go right in the middle and get everyone with flavor because they were all very closely clustered together. Not help if I was aiming in the right direction to begin with. Hello. Goodbye. No, you're over here. Oh, there's two of you, in fact. Okay, no, I did not realize there were two of you. Okay, fair play. Are you hiding? You are hiding behind this. Fine, I'll do that then. You did not care about that, did you? Whoa, wait, what? This guy is getting all clever. You can float, which I'm not really sure we'd seen those guys do before. That gave us 2 rounds of experience. Is that technically 2 separate instances of a...
Picking up abnormal readings from that Angara.
Get
I
dropships?
recommend scanning the body.
Oh. It does seem like we have more reason than we did previously.
I've added the scan to my database. One more, and I should be able to reverse the tracking signal.
To do these cat outpost areas because we have found some of those Angaran people, which we do technically have a quest for. Might be a place where we can restore our life support in this area. I mean, the forward station is not that far away, so it might be worth just going over there. Just made a slight detour to take these guys on. Is there a life support restoring thing here? I'm not sure, but this looks like we should at least... Yeah, this should, right? Usually those do. No. Never mind. This? No. Just looked like it was at least something of some significance, but apparently not. Okay, so... Is that just the boulders we saw before? Yeah. This just takes us to the forward station. I mean, we could fast travel to it, but at this point... That's a loading screen. We might as well just drive straight over, I suppose. So, heal ourselves up here. And now... Okay, yeah, you can kind of see it. Kind of see it from over here.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
So again, I'm kind of hoping this is just a relatively little encounter. I mean, this looks like it's bigger than the place we just were, for sure. But that the actual base, the place that has the shield that we're trying to deactivate, is the major one. In fact, we should save before we do this.
This is the way to the Ket Command Center.
There is also one of those spots where we can do a challenge here, apparently. I think was the other marker we saw. So yeah, this... don't mind me. Just do some little parallel parking here. Hello? Huh?
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
What the heck?
Life support is back online.
You're telling me there are no enemies here? I don't believe you. I don't believe you? You are telling me to scan, but I thought that was just because of the other little side quests here that I wasn't really focusing on at the moment. That is the place, or at least looks like the place where the kinds of things they were keeping the other Angaran people in before. So can we deactivate this?
Keep alert for Ket. They're not gonna want us in here.
Right. That was the weird thing.
Keep alert for Ket. They're not gonna want us in here.
Why are we able to do this so easily? Any dropships? Or anything like that? I mean, it seems like there's just some of that stuff on the periphery of this area. Cool. Really want me to scan around here, though, apparently. We do have dwindling life support, so I'm a little reluctant to do so. What is this? Is that just a... Actually, what the heck is that? Oh, that's the actual Ket base we're looking for.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Or at least the way that we disable the shields. According to the marker, at least. Whereas I was assuming we were trying to deactivate all this stuff, which I mean, we may still proceed to do. I'm not really sure in that case what this is contributing toward, but maybe these are the shields that protect that device we're seeing over there, or you know, the shields that are creating the shield around the other.
Keep alert for Ket. They're not gonna want us in
I
here.
don't know. That I'm pretty sure was the last one. Done those. We've done these. And now if we go here to that thing, what happened? Alright, now this is definitely lower hazard level than it was before. It was definitely 2 previously. Oh, this is safe here.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Beacon. That
Life support at 100%.
sounds questionable. Wait. Wait, what is it? Oh, this is the part where there's the special challenge. Okay. This is what does it. Gotcha. Which I'm not really looking to do at this precise moment. Which means, I mean, is it worth it? Might be worth taking the Nomad back here, because we are traveling a fair distance in this direction.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
It's one of the big beastie dudes. There's a beastie boy over there. And here we were trying to park behind this to keep the Nomad safe from incoming fire, and as it turned out, there was no incoming fire to be worried about. At least not yet. It's over here? Somewhere? Theoretically? What the heck? This keeps on moving. Previously, it was over by one of the monoliths, possibly the one that was up here even. And it kept moving down this way. And we follow it here, and now it's taking us through the mountains. Up to that forward station, which I mean, I'm not sure we can make this ascent. Certainly not what I was expecting us to be doing. It is taking us on a bit of a wild goose chase. Is it functionally just gonna loop us all the way back around to the main base? The one that we've already driven past? Oh, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Oh, there are enemies up here. I also saw that. Potentially some new points of interest as we... Where are we? Some point of interest of some regard. They're above us. Oh. Oh. What is that? Some
Heads
kind
up.
of structure.
Remnant side ahead.
Remnants. We find a... I saw this. Oh, that's Remnant. Okay. Hold on. That's Remnant, but there's Remnant straight ahead / to the slight left. Whereas Ket to the right, I think. And whatever the heck this thing is as well. That did not work. Waste 3 bullets on you. And possibly blow our cover against the Remnant. This guy doesn't seem to care about us. Thanks, PB. It'd be great if I could, you know, get a single shot on this guy, though. Apparently that may have been the last of them.
Cat. Let's check it out.
And by let's check it out, you mean let's destroy it? I'm pretty sure. Right as we get this platinum. Okay, guys, don't mind me. That did not work. That did.
Mission complete. The Ket devices were transmitting data to a location on Voeld. Updating your system with the nav point.
Ooh,
Good work, Sam.
okay. Try not to kick the explosive devices. That probably wouldn't end well for us. Okay, I'm assuming that is not the same Ket base. But let's head back over here real quick. I assume that is directing us toward this spot, where something is going on. There's a whole lot of Ket here. I tried to line up a headshot. We are using an assault rifle, though. That does not make a huge difference when we get those. Well, yeah, it made a difference, but it's not like we're gonna one-shot him that way. Hello. That was, interesting, I suppose. Yeah, that certainly helped us get rid of some of them. Or all melee unit. Dead? Question mark? I am not sure if you are dead. I hope you are, otherwise it's going to be annoying to track you down. So I may have accidentally knocked you down the mountain. May not be as many people in here as I initially thought. Penetration damage. That might be better than the pistol penetration stuff we were using. Zalkin 4. I know we had 3. That was the assault rifle we were using for a very long time, and I actually thought it was decent.
Are within acceptable limits.
What do we have here? Thokin, that's also an assault rifle, one that I think we also tried once before. I don't remember if we had it up to level 4 or not, but
Life support restored.
cool. Lots of loot here at the very least. Assault rifle penetration, but less damage to weak points. That might be better than the one we are currently using, I'm not sure. But in general, getting the piercing is of interest.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Did we get you? 'Cause you're the person who dropped down. Just to be sure. And then again, I'd rather not have to walk down there and walk back up, more importantly.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
Okay, I think we may have found everything. Unless there's stuff up here. Back here, even. These aren't lootable containers, are they? They're just cover? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, more Ket to fight. I assume we got experience there, although usually it only happens once we kill the last enemy, and given how we had one enemy fall off the side of the mountain, not entirely sure if that went according to plan. But, loot, and hopefully experience. Does that make the point of interest? I don't remember if these types of points of interest will no longer show up on the map after having taken out the people who are stationed there, or if that is something we should interpret as meaning there is still something there we've not yet done. Well. Probably need to initiate this a little bit closer, but we can still do this. We can still make this happen.
Ready to fight?
He's dead.
Enemies incoming.
No, I think the enemies are down, not incoming. I don't believe there are any more. Don't mess with us like that, though, Cora. Okay, so perhaps this dropship is the thing that we've been trying to hunt down.
Temperatures are
Oh,
below freezing and continuing to fall.
that's very interesting. There is the Ford station there, and the cat base thing is still just leading us around. I don't get that. Is it actually something that moves? And it's a matter of us being fast enough to catch it? Or is it just that for whatever reason, you know, we're like hunting it down and we need to follow this, doesn't matter how quickly we do it, and eventually it will lock on the actual location we need to go to. I don't know, but this is the first spot we've seen after after activating the vault that still has level 2 hazard.
The camp ahead contains Ket life forms, Pathfinder.
Damn. This blizzard's cutting right through my suit.
Okay, so this is gonna kill us quickly. The environmental hazard now. Oh! Okay. That was a little bit interesting. So we need to be very fast now.
The remnant took over. Let's check it out.
Okay, I'm trying to get in without having to go right in the middle of everything, but we do kind of need to do that to not
I'm able to
die.
hack that message console, Pathfinder.
Oh, that's gonna kill us though.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
I need this. That's why I'm doing this.
Cora's injured!
That may be the case, but ow, that hurts. That hurts a lot.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
Not sure how PB got up, to be honest, because I thought that she died as well.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
Okay, we get it, Ryder.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
We get it, Ryder. Okay, everyone is dead. Let's loot. Check the console. Message to Anointed. Shuttle fleet returned to the control center. We received a capture of 13 stock and encrypted information on their call locations. 13 information does not grammatically make sense. Anyway, this servant anticipates breaking the code within the week.
I've assembled the passcode to the Ket control center, updating with a nav point.
Good.
Okay.
Let's get those shuttles out of the air.
So is that why it kept on moving around? We technically did have to follow these types of Ket dropships. That could be very good for shotguns. I admittedly did not double check what that was, but that was a mod of some variety. Okay, so Ryder just says this every time we duck out of the life support area. That was a cool flip, PB. I will give you that. Forgot to say it.
Extreme cold is detected,
Or
Pathfinder.
Sam will. Okay, so I think that's everything here.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
This was the guy that was just floating toward us. Spare ammo, don't really care about that too much. No. No, I'd like to enter the Nomad, not melee it. Those are two very distinct things. There is that monstery dude, but there's also Remnant over here. It looks like. And Ket? No, just Remnant. This is also level 2 though. That's not great.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
Because I'm not sure there is a place to fix our temperature sensors over here. So this is about to hurt a whole lot. Need to go.
Life support levels critical.
We need to go.
Safety.
But I heard the beastie dude. Yeah, so I'd like to loot this stuff, but I'm pretty sure as soon as we... Whoa,
Keep an
hello.
eye on your temperature sensors.
Okay, apparently that was one remaining dude that we had not killed. And we got the experience for doing that, so I'd like to loot this. On the other hand, we do also need to go to the life support area, otherwise we're going to immediately die. So I think we kind of need to... There is a spot over here, so I think we just do this. We might need to quite literally drive inside it, otherwise we will immediately die. Hold on. I'm gonna drop out to the left of this thing, right? There we go, wait. I don't actually know if we need to be in the Nomad for our personal life support to be restored as well, or if we need to hop out like that.
I'm reading.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
Okay, is the loot still here?
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
Yes, fortunately for us.
Keep an eye on your temperature sensors.
Okay, Ryder, we get it. Not even as if we're popping in and out of the area that has the support, life support on that occasion. What is this? Permanent infused roots. Anything on this stuff? Not really? Okay, I think we given the temperature sensors. Perhaps we just get out. Okay, so theoretically, the location of the cat people that we were following has now been locked in. We do have this Ford station, so I think at the very least we want to make our way over there. Those two things might be very close by. To one another, at least. What's this?
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Which is now definitely our most advanced forward station on Voeld.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
So now, that's pretty close to the edge of the map. Both from a, yeah, I mean, mostly from an east-west standpoint. Then we have one over here that's basically the first one south, so that definitely helps us fast travel to more spots. There's possibly only one left this here. So exploration, definitely, we've done a lot more of that, and we obviously activated the vault as well, which has made that exploration a little bit easier. Yeah, you know, a little late for that now that we've done most of it already, but still. Okay, so is that cat stuff still quite close to us? Or is it going to continue to be fleeting?
A severe temperature drop. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
I think we're really
You can
looking for the
extract
ESO.
minerals via your mining
Oh.
interface.
Oh, okay. So... The thing is... You see that? It's a little concerning. Copper goes way up, but I'm still trying to wait until we get ESO. I mean, that is like ridiculous amounts of copper. That's even more. Okay, I mean, we might have to do that. That's the most I've ever seen. Also, apparently, I had a little bit of platinum there. I was distracted by the platinum number. How much did we see for copper? Was it as astronomically big as we hoped it might be? Oh, I mean, obviously that's a thing. But you are telling us to go here first. Us to go more to the interior. Pet Tactical Operations Center. It's a place where we can restore. I guess we don't really need to restore life support on in the Nomad.
Here they come.
Okay. Hello. Hello, friends. Oh, it's supposed to be a fire combo, not a tech combo, but okay.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess. Wasn't really what I was looking for, but... Are those both minerals? Hold on. Oh, nope, not that. This. mineral and a medical supply cache, which are both theoretically very close. That is an explosive. This is a medical supply cache.
1 down, 2 to go.
First one at that. Is this the metal in question? Because now if we activate that, it should... It is this? Yes. Ooh, Ezo. Oh, now that's definitely a time when I would like to be mining that, not just scanning it, because that is valuable. Okay, I do see some red dots showing up. Three, by the looks of things. Whatever that's worth. Oh. Well, this looks interesting.
Stay sharp.
Hey, pal. Oh, hey, also, pal. Oh, there's no such thing as a light melee with this weapon, I'm now learning. This melee weapon, that is. And it's going to blow up. We are standing next to it, which I would rather not have happen to us. There it goes. Oh, that might be able to prime. That might be one of the reasons why we've been seeing some tech explosions go off more than I would otherwise expected to see tech explosions go off. Oh, hold on. Ooh, that's a big one. Not really that much penetration. We've some, not that much. Oh, hello.
That's teamwork.
Buxtel, I'm at the entrance to the base. Have you decrypted the code for the shields?
Yes, and not a moment too soon. Transferring it to you now. Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder.
Thank you. Ooh, Ricochet system. Ultra rare mod. Very nice. Okay, I'm assuming that's perhaps the console we use to deactivate the shields. Is there anything else we should loot first? Might be in the clear.
Here we go.
Unless we... Hold on. Hold on. I mean, I'm assuming this is our way out, but in case it isn't. What's up? Now, it looks like you could potentially drop down here from above, which would be pretty nifty. Don't know if that's actually true, but okay. Now we do this.
We're in. Time to get to work.
Okay, does that actually lead us... Oh. Oh, what about this cat base? It looked like it was out here. And that's where the shield was. Thought this was just gonna deactivate the shield, and then we're gonna have to go back over there. Could have been fortifying the area for some time, allowing them to dig into the mountain for a larger foothold. Cat base. So that is odd. Unless it's so big and it's technically gonna take us to another... Like, that's sort of the fast travel icon, isn't it? So this is probably gonna take us to what is technically an area that is not attached to this spot here, and then maybe when we leave, it'll pop us out over here. And in theory, we're just to assume that the base is so big that that's where the exit is. Because I was kind of just thinking we were going to deactivate the shield now and not go in and do an entire Ket base. Because assuming that it is as big as the one that we did on Eos, that is not a small thing for us to just casually wander into. Yes, obviously we want to do it. But I was kind of thinking we could split those two things up a little more easily. So let's at the very least save here. Because, yeah, if we are to go in there, I think that's going to be a pretty big commitment.